Hi, my name is Will Nunziata, and I'm a New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and I'm also a proud FENIX Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am so excited to be speaking with a friend of mine who is a world-renowned playwright, born and raised in Ireland and now lives right here in the Big Apple. His name, Derek Murphy. For more on Derek, you can read more about him right below this video. But in the meantime, here is my interview with the incredible Derek Murphy.
There's a shovel out back that would kill a fucking horse. I'd say you're a fine fella for swinging a shovel.
Forget the shovel. Sure, hasn't Daddy taken it with him to bury this one?
Ooh, you better be careful now, killer. One swing of that shovel could bash your head into next week. Watch out for that now. Won't you? June, do we have anything killer can use?
The axe out the back. The newly sharpened axe out the back.
For fuck's sake, June. That is brilliant! Absolutely brilliant!
Thank you, April. Now, killer, if swung correctly, you could split Daddy in two from the crown of his head to the crack of his arse.
Lovely, June. I'd say you're a great man for swinging the axe, killer.
No, we're not all that fussy how you do it, killer. I mean, you can use whatever you want.
Well now, June, I am a little fussy. I'm partial to the axe myself.
Well, hello, Derek. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I got the paparazzi outside banging down the door, but besides that, I'm pretty good.
Just another day in the life of Derek Murphy.
Listen, I got a 3-picture deal with Netflix. How about that?
Listen, the
I'm
audience.
kidding. I actually canceled my Netflix subscription. The hell with them.
Listen, the audience just got a little sneak peek of your amazing work, of a promo video that we had put together, of your amazing play, A Very Irish Killing, that I'm very happy and honored to be set to direct. And during the pandemic, we were able to, through the Origin First Irish Festival, as we were selected to be part of it, well, you as the playwright, we were able to put that together with some great actors. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, some great Irish actors. Then we had your Italian self at the helm, which was great. You know, a different perspective.
Well, I can't wait to get it up on its feet when the theater does get to open up. But Derek, there's so many words I think of when I describe your talent, and you have an unapologetic, dark humor, slightly thwarted lens of the world that I think combines old school Irish storytelling with this almost 21st century Hitchcockian meets Stanley Kubrickian.
Oh, you are hired, my friend.
Meets, wait, I'm not done.
Oh.
Meets Rob Reinery. Yet it's all digestible. And listen, at the end of the day, people just want to know who the hell you are. You were born in Ireland and you live on Staten Island.
Yes, I know. I was born in Ballyfermot, Dublin, Ireland, and have ended up in Staten Island. Yeah.
The beautiful country known as Staten Island. Well, listen,
Right.
I have tons of family there. I love it. But listen, you're very accomplished, and people can, all jokes aside, read your bio, look you up. You're a very accomplished human being of the planet. We met through a mutual friend, fell in love with your work. And but in addition to everything that you've already done in your career, Derek, you have actually been quite busy during the pandemic. And I would really like you to go into that. But first, you just said where you were born. I want to know when you knew you had this kind of interesting take on the world and thus the arts, or in the art of writing, and that you were going to pursue it professionally.
Oh, I'm not sure when I knew, if I even know now. But when I was a kid in 12, a school teacher had read out a short story of mine in front of the class, and everybody had a good laugh, and and I was like, wow, I love the attention. And then the next week, that same school teacher smacked me in the back of the head for not paying attention. So, certain leveling there,
You knew you were onto something.
Yes, I knew it was onto something, but I had to be very careful.
That's
I didn't want
right.
to get smacked in the back of the head again.
Well, and that's why you moved to Staten Island,
Right. Yeah,
where that's all we do to each other, your family, Well, you married an Italian, right?
I did. That's why I moved to Staten Island. I moved to Staten Island for love. I knew nothing about the place. And I started dating this girl who had just moved back to Staten Island from Greece. So, yeah, it was
All
an eye
love,
opener.
all love ends and begins in Staten Island.
It certainly ended in Staten Island for me. Yeah.
Listen, I want you to talk about Dyin for Mammy. An amazing, and how would you describe it? Would you call it a radio play?
Yeah, it was on the radio actually for about 8 months. And then I got a little too racy and the radio station let us go, but we're on YouTube.
I wonder if that teacher had anything to do with it. Did she write a letter?
What's that?
Did you write a letter to YouTube and say, ugh, that little Derek Murphy?
Yeah,
That's my
I
Irish
wonder.
accent. You're welcome.
A little more practice.
Thank
But
you.
Dyin for Mammy began at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I wrote a small piece and I put it on Facebook. It was a conversation between a son in New York and his mother in Ireland. And, checking in on each other, once a week. And then I called a friend of mine in Dublin who had a theater company, Basement Productions.
Right.
And said, hey, would you be interested in recording this? So for like 6 months, we did it where it was just a son and his mother having their weekly chats, and they would chat about everything. And now we have like 9 characters, and it's not on the phone anymore. It's all over Dublin, all over Ballyfermot. And they're all Dublin actors. I write it on a Monday. I send it to the director. He sends it out to all the actors, and they record it on a Friday, and we put it out on Sunday.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And just recently, I got my own mother involved in it, who's 83, and she made her acting debut about 2 weeks ago as an ex-IRA member, Mrs. Murphy.
Well, I was going to say, your mom is now this big radio play actress. Has it gotten to her head?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She was coming home from the shops about a week ago, and these 2 women stopped her. Mrs. Murphy, we heard you on the telly. And of course, she's not on the telly, she's on a radio, but she didn't let on that it was just a radio, and they congratulated her, she was kind of chuffed.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Again, you've accomplished so much. Your plays have been seen not only all around the city, but around the world. With someone who's so accomplished as you, the opportunity to join a social media platform like FENIX, the opportunity to connect with potential new collaborators and new people just to get an eye on and listen to your work. What does that mean for you?
Oh, that's exciting. It's all hell. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, spend your life trying to get an audience, and nursing that, and, getting them involved in your material, and to have a platform like this that automatically puts you out in front of, hundreds of thousands, potentially,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's terribly exciting. Yeah.
Well, and I also think about, the play that I'm involved with, The Very Irish Killing. I mean, yes, it's written by a guy who was born in Ireland. It's got Irish in the frickin' title, However, with all that said, there's something transcendent about it, that it's not just about these people that are in Ireland during a very specific time period, but that that sounded like an aunt, or that sounded like that could have been my cousin, or
oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that my neighbor? I mean, there's an every man and every woman quality that I think you place consciously or not in all of your characters, where like, even if they're slightly absurd, they're still relatable. Do you get that a lot?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the reason it's a very Irish killing and not a very Italian killing or whatever is because, I'm from Ireland and that's where I know, but the story could take place anywhere. And these characters are universal, they have the same problems that anyone has anywhere else in the world.
What I also love so much about your writing, and again, this is throughout all of your work, but again, specifically with A Very Irish Killing, is that you actually not only have characters say the things that most of us have wanted to say, but you actually have them do the things that we've only ever imagined doing. You know, oh, I just hate that person so much. I could just, oh no, I better not even say it. You actually have them do the thing. I mean, again, it's
another reason for being a writer. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, you get to exercise that part of your brain, and you get to, you know, react in those situations the way you wish you would.
What's on the dream wish list for Derek Murphy? As a writer, you know, and this goes beyond even playwriting, you know, this as an artist, what's on the dream wish list for you?
You mean with projects?
Yeah.
Well, there is this project right now, the Betty Kiss, that you're also involved in, I believe.
I mean, if you still have me signed on, like I said, Derek, anywhere where you go that I can be remotely, even just a fly on the wall, I'm there. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, as you know, it started off as a couple of comedy sketches, and it's turned into what I've been told is a pretty powerful piece of drama, but it would make a great 6-part television show. So that's what I'm driving toward.
Well, if I have anything
we're having meetings about.
Yes, well, we meet a lot, and every 5 seconds. And no, but I'm just so excited about that project and other ones that I'm going to be able to collaborate with you on, my friend. I believe in.
And now we have this new platform in which to put these projects forward. You know, it's exciting.
And look at you just buttoning up an interview like a great writer you are. Listen, my friend, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll talk to you soon.
It's been my pleasure, yes.
In the digital age, artists and bands struggle to make a living. In fact, only a small number of artists can live off their craft. For the 98% of artists that don't have the luxury of being signed to a label, it's tough. But artists deserve to live off their art. Wherever you are around the world, appreciation of music does not change. FENIX brings bands and their fans together, whilst allowing bands to properly monetize their passion. The FENIX app will directly connect bands and fans with no need for middlemen. We're utilizing the blockchain to give the power back to the artist once and for all. Join FENIX, join the change.